Sensors indicate a heavily armed planetary defense system which we cannot penetrate. The planetary garrison must have alerted the main Turanic Raider fleet, which is currently hyperspacing in here. They are retreating to the Planetoid. We must stop their carriers from reaching the safety of the planetary defenses. Research Division reports it is now equipped for plasma bomb technology. We advise commencing research immediately.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Homeworld 1 Remastered. This is the bonus mission known as Raider Retreat, or Turanic Raider Planetoid. Technically taking place between Mission 4 and Mission 5, you might call this Mission 4.5.
Standing by.
So what I've done here actually is, because of the way the bonus mission handles your persistent fleet, it reads whatever fleet you had when you ended Mission 4. So what I've done is I've gone back and played the first 4 missions so I can build a sizable anti-strike craft force of light corvettes and heavy corvettes and, you know, a handful of interceptors as well, because you will need a decent amount of anti-strike craft forces in this mission. As he said, we need to get rid of 2 carriers before they reach the the rendezvous point, the planetary defenses on the other side of our mothership.
Roger. New formation.
So what I've done is I've built up, I think, 10 light corvette, 10 heavy corvettes and like 15 light corvettes, and of course we have a number of interceptors, which we're gonna lose likely, as well as a group of assault frigates and our captured ion array frigates. So normally I forego building any light corvettes because I think they're kind of useless, but in the classic version, the heavy corvette is simply better, is like a larger, stronger version and more heavily armed version of the light corvette. But if you notice, when you build light corvettes, when you mouse over the build option in this game, it does note that light corvettes in the remastered version are more suited for anti-strike craft, for an anti-strike craft role, whereas the heavy corvettes are really more designed for anti-corvette work. That's why they can't target faster moving strike craft very well. So I guess in the remastered version it balanced it out and saying that the light corvettes actually have a purpose now, as opposed to in the classic version where they don't. You're better off just building heavy corvettes and foregoing light corvettes. Anyway, let's move towards these carriers and take them out. They are escorted by a good number of ion array frigates, so...
The Turanic carriers are launching strike craft. Prepare for assault.
So we will have a good fight on our hands. We have essentially 2 carrier strike groups to deal with here. And a good number of strike craft. That's why we brought the interceptors and the light corvettes along with us.
Reports enemy contact.
Strike group attack order confirmed.
And as we'll see, the light corvettes are actually pretty good at handling strike craft.
Strike group prepare for assault.
We're gonna have group 4 take care of some of those corvettes, clear the way for us.
Strike group prepare for assault. Reporting. Confirmed. Confirmed. Ready.
Group 9 reports enemy contact.
So there are a couple of reasons why this mission was ultimately axed from the main campaign. The developers generally felt that 16 missions was adequate enough for the game, so you don't really need 17. And furthermore, this mission really doesn't have anything to do with the main storyline, because once you basically defeat the Turanic Raider carrier group in Mission 4, then it's realized, like, well, why would the Kushan go chasing after space pirates? They're not here to do that, they're here to go to their homeworld. So for them to kind of just go off and pursue the Turanic Raiders back to their planetoid, their home base, as it were, seems a little bit unnecessary. And indeed, it kind of is.
Cabin pressure dropping. Hull breach. Hull breach.
Furthermore, I believe beta testers complained that this mission was a bit too hard, and many new players would probably fail this mission because they wouldn't know how to prepare for it, right? There's no indication that you're jumping in and you're going to face two carrier groups. So, I mean, you know, you do need to destroy them. It can be a little bit tough.
Reporting. Strike group attack order confirmed.
Again, just kind of represent, you know, exemplifying the fact that
Strike group prepare for assault.
the difficulty in Homeworld 1 tends to whiplash back and forth. So, I mean, if you thought Mission 4 was kind of tough, this one can be even tougher, especially if you do not have a good composition in your fleet. A good balance between, you know, enough firepower to take out the ion array frigates and the carriers, and a good defensive force of anti-strike craft corvettes or fighters. And indeed, in trying to play this with just my regular, you know, fleet without any interceptors or light corvettes, it is significantly more difficult.
Confirmed.
I'm going to send in Group 1, see if they can kind of snag some of these ion array frigates. But given that the remastered version, you know, it targets salvage corvettes pretty quickly, I don't think they'll last very long.
Group 10 reports enemy contact.
Copy. Strike group to battle positions. Strike group attack order confirmed.
Come on. Let's get that one carrier. Luckily, they are moving pretty slow. You do have a good amount of time to destroy these carriers before they reach the planetary defenses. However, once they do reach the planetary defenses, then they will be guarded by a bunch of, you know, defensive systems like guns and things like that, stationary turrets and whatnot. So you do kind of need to get them before they get to the other side of the map.
Standing by. Group 4 copies.
Alright, very good. Let's get that other carrier.
Under enemy attack. Acknowledged. Strike group attack order confirmed.
Luckily, the carriers do not turn to engage you. They're solely focused on running.
Strike group reports hostile contact. Strike group attack order confirmed. Copy. Watch your 6. Strike group, prepare for assault. You're looking for
yeah, and we're losing Group 10. Our salvage corvettes are being targeted, so we're not going to capture these ion array frigates.
Docking with support frigate.
In the upshot, it does kind of, you know,
Mothership.
Occupy them, as it were. And what have we here? Mothership. Start shooting at those, please.
Target locked.
Group 1 copies.
Alright, you good sir are dead. Okay.
Group 10
I was gonna,
defeated.
yep, Group 10's gone. I was gonna try and withdraw them, but anyway. It doesn't matter, it's just a bonus mission. It has no bearing or impact on the rest of the campaign, at least as far as I know. I mean, it's not even part of the normal campaign menu when you go in to select a mission, it's separate. But it, like I said, it does read what kind of fleet you had at the end of mission number 4. Alright, Group 4, I'm just going to have them engage these, get rid of these ion array frigates.
Prepare for assault. Copy.
Group 2, keep working.
Strike group attack order confirmed. Group 4, strike group to battle position.
Yeah, Group 1, just keep running. Group 1, take care of these fighters for us.
Stay on top of them.
Alright, let's heat it up in here.
Strike group under enemy attack. Strike group under enemy attack.
Luckily, the Turanic Raiders are using old, clunky, decrepit, rundown equipment. They're not particularly fast or nimble. That's what happens when you fight a professional naval force, you know. Don't let the pirates win.
Standing by. No problem. This is a cakewalk. This is a cakewalk. This is a cakewalk.
Needless to say, in real life, pretty much any time a pirate has managed to attack an actual naval force, they have found themselves facing the business end of a lot of guns, at least in the modern era.
Strike group receiving fire.
I mean, the Turanic Raiders in this mission do have a pretty sufficient amount of firepower, probably enough to destroy your mothership if they were motivated, if they were intelligent enough to try.
Standing by.
You're looking fine.
Strike group to battle position. Reporting.
Alright, we're doing good, getting some work done. Take out that last ion array frigate, please.
Ready. Stay calm. Strike group reports.
This is the Cavalier class light corvette. It was the first attempt by the Kushan to develop a multi-crew strike craft, and it had to solve a number of problems. To compensate for the lack of speed of traditional fighters, it needed more armor to increase survivability. With only a single light high-speed cannon, it lacked the hitting power of a frigate, and thus would be relegated to harassment duties in most fleet engagements. Tacticians found that light corvettes best operated in groups to draw out enemy fighters, so larger fleet assets could close in to engage heavier enemy ships. Thus, flights of Cavalier corvettes are often the first into combat. During the first contact with the hostile Turanic Raiders, the Mothership Fleet made good use of light corvettes, which supplemented the scouts and interceptors. However, with the development of the later Hammer-class heavy corvettes, it was feared that the light corvette would cease to see service. Yet, it was found that the Hammer was slower and less well-suited for anti-strike craft duties. Thus, the Cavalier corvette saw continued use as an anti-strike craft corvette. In the early engagements of the Homeworld War, the Cavalier corvettes proved to be economical strike craft with decent armor to survive longer than the average interceptor. It also had a reliable turret that was fast enough to target enemy fighters. The later introduction of the Tempest-class multi-gun corvettes eventually saw the Cavalier production more or less halted. The remaining units were assigned to escort duties for resourcers and mothership defense. Upon completion of the Kushan's journey to Higara, the light corvette design was ultimately retired. There you can see the light corvettes doing pretty good work against the fighters.
Strike group to battle positions. Ready. Ready. Group 4 standing by.
Alright, there goes the last carrier.
Group 2 reports victory.
Frigate under attack. Reporting.
We have destroyed the body of the Turanic Raider fleet. We can now proceed on our journey. Hyperspace when ready.
Alright, well, we're just gonna mop the rest up here.
Roger. Docking with support
That
frigate.
does it.
Copy.
Very
Docking with support
good.
frigate. Standing by. You are clear to dock.
Let's kind of watch how these corvettes dock with the support frigate. It's kind of neat to see those arms kind of deploy and then retract. Yeah, the animation was a little bit better in the classic version, I must say. I mean, just the way that, you know, they come into dock, they're a little more precise. Whereas in this version, in the remastered version, they kind of bounce up and down. Like that, yeah. They clip through the support frigate there.
You are clear to proceed. You are clear to dock. You are clear to proceed.
Let's take a look at some of the planetary defenses. Well, there's none out there right now, but our resources are going to work there. There's a Hammerhead corvette, or frigate, I should say. I do like the look of the Turanic Raider Planetoid. It looks kind of cool, you know. I guess it's not a full planet, right? I guess it's like a dwarf planet or whatever, like Pluto. You know, back when this game was first made, you know, Pluto was still an actual planet of a solar system, but anyway, it looks cool, you know, to see all that, those built-up lights and structures on it.
Mothership.
Defensive perimeter set.